The St. Thomas More Marching Band, our Band of the Week. It's time for the second half of our Friday Night Football show here on Week 8 as we wrap up the regular season.
Yeah, tonight St. Martinville hosted Crowley. The Tigers well outside the top 10 after being blown out by Turlings a week ago. This team is clearly one of the tougher teams to gauge right now with any marquee win. St. Martinville finishing this regular season hosting Crowley. First quarter, Tanner Harrison decides to keep, and he sees some daylight. Harrison wouldn't be taken down until he was inside the red zone, and from there, Steven Blanco finds his way to pay dirt from 10 yards out, 7-0 St. Martinville. Next drive for the Gents, a mishandle of the ball leads to Chef Baptiste hopping on it and recovering it, and the Tigers are right back in business. Very next play, Harrison makes them pay. The 20-yard score gives St. Martinville a 14-0 lead, and then right before the end of the first, Blanco gets the handoff and will not be caught. 25-yard touchdown, and guess what? He's only a freshman.
Tigers loaded.
They are loaded. St. Martinville wins it 54-14.
Kaplan and Lake Arthur. Kaplan starting off, moving the ball down the field. A big gain here from Caden Campasy. Here as you see Kaplan moving the ball. Then later in the drive, Mason Frick. We've heard that name for, it feels like 3 years. Does the QB sneak to get it in, 6-0. Pirates on top. Entire first half was all about Kaplan moving the ball at will down in the red zone again. Jace Hebert plunges in 22-0. It was all Kaplan this one as Lake Arthur could only muster 4 first downs in the entire first half, 41-7.
Jeanerette hosting undefeated Ascension Episcopal. The Gators jump out to a 7-0 lead. Still in the first, a handoff to Cole Edmond, who's able to break out to the corner and into the end zone. 14-0 Gators. The Tigers trying to get something going on offense, but it's going to be a fumble, and Hayden Cormier is going to be able to scoop it up, and then he's going to gain a few yards for the Gators and give them possession. Second quarter, Ascension leads 16-0. Princeton Cahey hitting a spin move on his defenders, inching closer to the goal line, setting himself up on the next play for yet another spin move. Give that man a spin cycle and a wash cycle, and I mean just everything, man.
It looks like a medium load, right?
Yeah, medium low white. Okay, Gators go up 23-0. They win 50-0.
Well, if it had been, if you asked me before the season, it would have been a surprise if I would have told you that Opelousas Catholic was playing for their season here in week number 8. But when you feature one of the state's best players in Keon Coleman, you just expect wins to follow. But 2 and 3, the wins have been kind of like 2020. Hard to predict. The Vikings on the road at Westminster last night, a holy rivalry at WHS. Vikes drive right down the field on their opening possession and cap it off with this short Chris Brown run. OC up 7-0. I've been meaning to work on Chris Brown references. I haven't done it yet. Next,
run it.
Run it. Okay, next Vikings possession, they go right down the field. Brown run it, but he fumbles inside the 10. Crusaders fall on it, so it's Westminster ball, avoiding the early 2-score deficit. But after going 4 and out, Vikings ball deep into Westminster territory. Drake Guidry to Cade Terrio, 14-0 OC as they try to get back to 500. And then it's Guidry to Keon Coleman, who has missed some time with, I believe, an injury this year. He's going to catch the crossing routes. Too easy for the 4-star recruit. 20-0 in the first half as OC wins big, 47-7.
Sacred Heart looking for one last tune-up before the playoffs, hosting North Central. First play of the game is Sacred Heart's Alex McKelwey around the back. He sneaks through the defense and finds an opening for the touchdown, 7-0. Still in the first quarter, Ethan Karonica with a complete pass to Gabe Fontenot for another Trojans touchdown. The score is now 13-0. Hurricanes are itching for a spot on the leaderboard, on the scoreboard, and they get in the second quarter with a touchdown by Christopher Rito. Scores 21-6. Sacred Heart, though, gets the win 53-12.
Well, if you missed it earlier in the show, Acadiana won the District 3 5A title with a tidy 22-point win over Lafayette.
After the game, Brianna Aldrich caught up with head coach Matt McCullough.
I'm here with Acadiana's head coach Matt McCullough, who just claimed the District 3 5A title against the undefeated Mighty Lions. Coach, this is a team that hasn't given up more than 20 points against a single team all season, and your team comes in and puts up 34. What was the mindset offensively coming into this game?
Well, I didn't think we played very good up front last week, so I think we played much better. You know, we had a few mistakes. Sorry about that. We had a few mistakes, but as far as dropping the ball on the ground a little bit, but I thought we were much better up front.
Talking to about that defense, I don't know how many sacks I counted there tonight. In the first half, second half, it was just continuous. What does that kind of tell you about your defense?
I thought the defense played extremely hard tonight, and they've been doing that all year. So we made some big plays, and we were able to put some pressure on the quarterback.
And, Coach, do you feel like this is a good preparation after last week's loss and going into the postseason? This is what you guys needed?
Yeah, we needed that. You know, we're playing for the district title against a good football team. We needed that, and now starting tomorrow, we'll refocus on trying to make a playoff run.
All right, Coach, last question. Since you're standing right here in front of me, you have a sophomore doing some big things for you. Kind of tell me about what you thought about his performance tonight.
Keevan played well. He's been playing well all year. You know, I think he's the healthiest he's been. You know, he kind of battled with a little growing thing throughout the year, and finally now he's about as healthy as he was early in the year, and he's a good player for us.
Reporting in Lafayette, Brianna Aldrich, KATC Sports.
One final block. When we come back, our Play of the Week nominees are on deck.
Yeah, plus Basile on the road at Oberlin facing the #3 team in the state. But first, it's Top Squad time on Friday Night Football.